Freddy was soon brought to the mainland by a foreign engine. He said goodbye and thank you to the other engine, and was soon loaded onto the tracks of his new railway. "Whoa," said Freddy. "This place seems new." Freddy's first journey up the line went well, and his controller was very pleased. "A splendid piece of work," said his controller. "You'll do well on this railway." When Freddy backed into the sheds for the first time, he saw two new friends, one of which was a Falcon Works engine, one of which was an old Falcon Works engine who didn't say much, and a saddle tank locomotive. Who mainly ran the line with the other engine, who mainly worked at the slate quarry, bringing trucks of slate from the quarries and mines down to the wharf, where it could be used elsewhere. Freddy worked on the railway for many years to come. But then one day, just as he was simmering happily, the controller of the railway walked up. He had a sad look on his face. "What's the matter, sir?" asked Freddy. "I am sorry, Freddy, to tell you this," said the controller sadly, "but I'm afraid this railway has to be closed down, and all engines on the railway are to be sent off for scrap." Freddy gasped. "Oh no, not again," he said. Just like his old railway on Sodor, his new railway was being closed down. The controller walked away with a tear in his eye when Freddy's driver spoke. "You're not ending up on the scrap heap again. You are a fine worker. One of the best engines I ever had, even on the mid-Sodor. I'll find you a new railway." But even though his driver sounded sure, Freddy wasn't. The next day, when the other two engines had been taken away by diesels, Freddy sat in the sheds sadly, as he knew he was to be next, and he wasn't gonna fight it. He had not seen his driver in days, and expected whatever plan the driver had probably failed. That's why he was surprised to see his driver and fireman, as well as the controller of the railway. "Oh, what's all this?" he asked, quite surprised. "We told you we'd find you a new railway," said his driver. "Indeed," said the controller. "We just had a meeting with Mr. Peter Sam, who runs the Skarloey Railway. He said he could buy, purchase, and restore you. We tried to buy the other 2 engines as well, but we were too late." There was a moment of silence. "However, it's gonna be a long journey from here back to Sodor. So we have arranged with an engine to come and take you to the harbor, where you'll soon catch your ship to Sodor. And yes, we can come with you." Freddy was delighted. "Oh, thank you, sir. And so that's how I ended up here," said Freddy, finishing his story to Duke, Sir Handel, Peter Sam, and the other engines. "I was happy to see you again. But," said Freddy, "I'm looking forward to working again." "Why, that's great to hear," said Duke.